It's showtime.
I just feel like, okay, I understand Ivor wanted to get his lick back because if I felt like I lost, well, first of all, either I lost or I didn't, and I'm a no. You know what I'm saying? But in the event that I did lose the fight, right? That depends on like the degree in which I lost. Now, if I got beat up, I'm not fighting you no more. I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to beat me up twice. I'm too cute. No ma'am. No ma'am. Cause you could have beat me up the first time. Which I doubt, because I'm not just in order to beat somebody up, like the person is not like in order to beat somebody up, they would not be fighting you back. Like you just would be basically bully beating on them. You know what I'm saying? Like you hitting them and they're not hitting you back. That's the only way I can see you beating somebody up. But if they're defending themselves and they lose the fight, then they just lost. You did not beat them up. You know what I'm saying? Or beating them up is like they got like a physical damage and you have nothing. That's the other way you can beat somebody up. But I get I won the fight. Big Lou again. At least one more last time, so he can do his big one. Because while he felt like he did, his thing, in my opinion, he's letting everybody get in his head, saying, because they say he lost, he feel like he lost and he need to fight him again. I get it. Again, when they fought, I really didn't see. I just saw a tie. Like they both can fight. It just is what it is. What else happened? Oh, I already told y'all that I did not agree with the whole vote him out thing. Like, who do y'all think y'all are? Y'all not paying for nothing in this house. Y'all not even paying rent. Y'all are staying here for like what, a night? I don't even know how long they stay in the city. What, like 2-3 nights? Like, y'all not even paying to stay here. How you gonna kick him out of somewhere you not even paying to stay at? I'll wait. How? Who gave y'all the executive decision to kick somebody out of the house? He not going nowhere. He gives me Bernicia BGC 16 vibes. Okay, like put me out. And they both from DC. Come on now. I'm like, the real you yank from a distance, but I think we both know how it would end if y'all both, come on. Like, I'm not saying I'm the best fighter in the house, but the real you certainly are not, Now let me say this. Now, with the exception of how he looks, I didn't much care for Prince on Love and Hip Hop Miami. He just was there. I'm like, and then, you had people saying that he was gay and, because he was best friends with Bobby Lights and they were speculating that they were dating or whatever. and that Bobby was in love with him, and I think Bobby admitted it at some point. But as a viewer, I have to honestly say, I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. Or didn't. Like, I don't care. Listen, Prince is fine. He is. He has a very pretty face. He's something to look at. You know? Not down below, because I don't know if y'all seen like the OnlyFans. I didn't pay for it, but you know, it'd be people who like screenshot stuff and screen record stuff. And he got like I think the YouTube safe way to say it is he is uncircumcised, and that is disgusting to me. Okay? So it really takes away. So when you ask yourself, does the carpet match the drapes? Absolutely not. Ugh. Child, please. Oh. Mm-mm. Then you got the Mo City rumors on Twitter. It's a X-rated content creator saying that, oh, he used to mess with him when they were younger and stuff like that. And I'm like, how is that relevant to today? Y'all are grown now. So let's say he did have a phase and he said he's straight now. How is that relevant to today? Like, what? Just because you dibbled and dabbled in men then, that don't mean you're doing it now. I'm not saying he delivered. Like, that guy from last season of Bad Boy said, what's his name? Andrew Caldwell. I'm not saying that Mo City is delivered, but, it's much like some women do when they go to college. And, they experiment with women, and that's all it is. Like, why can't a man do that? Let's stop the double standards. Seriously. It's tired at this point. Like, a man can do anything a woman can, and a woman can do anything a man can. Period. Okay? And you're not going to tell me anything other than that. Child, you have men out here throwing on their ball gowns, throwing on their big wigs, their full face of makeup, their nails, their lashes, the whole nine, and tucking their private parts. You can't tell me a man can't do anything a woman can. No, ma'am. But I'm like, Mo City and Prince are cute. Their personalities are not. To me, that's my opinion. I don't care. I don't like it. I'm like, y'all can leave. Because, to be honest, okay, when Prince was on Love and Hip Hop, was he not a party promoter or a club promoter or both? Why are you at the house? Like, you're literally living the same lifestyle you were living. My bad, y'all. I had to free up some space on my phone. I was basically saying that Prince is living the same lifestyle he was living at home, at home in Miami, if that's where he still resides, child. So I'm like, why are you here? Is it because Love and Hip Hop don't want you? To be honest, now you ain't heard this from me, okay? I just be on the social medias, you know what I'm saying? And now I done seen that it's a plethora of VH1 shows going on over to MTV. Now I don't know why, and I don't know how, okay? But that's what I read, okay? Now, you ain't seen a season of You know how they used to play like the seasons back to back, like when Love and Hip Hop Hollywood went off, Love and Hip Hop Miami came on, then after that went off, then you saw New York, then you saw Atlanta, then you saw whatever, then you saw whatever. No. I don't know if they was like, the numbers is too low, which I'm sure they are. I know I stopped watching. Cause after a while, y'all, like it lost its flavor. You know what I'm saying? Like the Atlanta, not so much New York. New York was never really that bad until like the later seasons. But let's talk about the ones that first season slapped, like was everything. Atlanta, Hollywood, what was the other one I just named? It was Atlanta, Hollywood, New York, and and Miami. First season, everything. Now Miami, I'm gonna have to say second season. No, whichever one Suki was on. I think that was 2. Yeah, 2. Season 2. Everything. But when y'all keep on, like, when y'all keep wanting to bring these people back, and these people are regular people. This is not a soap opera where you can, well, they try to make it that, so like make up stuff. I mean, did you see that whole scene when Amara had broke up with her boyfriend MJ? That was a whole scene, like action cut, like play it this way. Make sure you're crying at this point during the conversation. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. But yeah. The only 2 guys I like in the house have still remained. Now they've changed, I gotta say. Okay, so at first, the good vibes was coming from Orlando, Raz-B, Lou, Ara, and that's it. And I said I was gonna give Darrell another chance because he messed it up with me first season. He's still blocked to this day, if I'm not mistaken. But he's not giving what he gave first season, but he's not really making it up to me. I feel a little bit of the same. I'm just not feeling the real. I just don't like. And then the hair makes it worse. Like, why did you decide to grow out that fade? It's not becoming of a young man. Okay. Let me finish. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all like the highlights. So again, after they fought, he snatched out his dreads. Ara snatched out Big Lou's dreads. Big Lou was like, you know what? I didn't want to fight, a 5th time, but we just fought and you just pulled out my hair. Now we got to fight a 6th time. Now I want my lick back. Let's go. They wouldn't let them fight. So then you have, the little private conversations. It was this one conversation that I believe I skipped because it was so corny. I'm like, Raz-B, if you're really good friends with Orlando Brown, y'all should have already had this type of conversation. Raz-B wanted to go find Orlando and sit down with him and let him know, hey, I want to make sure you get your flowers, we grew up watching you and Raven, and first of all, you should not be, do not bring up Raven's name. Especially when it pertains to Eddie. Excuse me. Orlando, not when it pertains to him, because they have a tricky past. You don't need, give him his flowers without bringing her up. You really just gave him his flowers and snatched it back for real. Because you, like, what, the show's name was That's So Raven. He was a co-star and she was the main character. He was supporting cast and she was the main character. So to bring her up in the moment of giving him his flowers Wrong moment. Like, no. That's literally giving him, like, having the flowers in your hand, handing it to them, to him, and then not giving to, snatching them back, I skipped through that. I was like, I don't want to see that. Especially because I know how things end up with them. They're going to end up, like, almost fist fighting, if I'm not mistaken. But I feel like, I don't know if it happened in the order in which they showed it, but, they had that conversation. Then, that later on in the episode, they went to the club. And on the way to the club, it was talked about a little bit throughout the episode that they, a couple of the cast members feel like Ara feels, or like he isolates himself at the club and whatever like that. Jonathan even brought Ara some clothes. Not out of the kindness of his heart, but because Jonathan was being shady. He didn't feel like Ara had any swag because of what he wore to the club prior to the day he bought him this outfit. Or outfits, whatever. Which I didn't find cute to me. When he laid them out, I didn't think that they were cute. But anyway, that's me. And Ara was like, I just like to be comfortable. And I'm like, I like how he's not responding how I would have. Because I would have been like, you're saying I don't have swag, but every time you step out, all I see is short sleeve button up collar shirts, or you have on like a jumpsuit or something, like a jacket and some sweatpants type, like you're about to go for a morning jog, like that. That's what it's giving, I'm like, when I want my wig split, I'll come holler at you. But fashion, I don't think that that's your department, but go off, sis. And he told me, he was like, because, I didn't think you had no swag, but he had seen what Ara was going to wear that night to the club. He was like, oh, okay, because I didn't think you had no swag because of the other night. And I think he even said, a couple of the guys said that too. And I'm like, what is with all this behind the back gossip? And I'm like, all right. Just because a person does not step out in Louis, Gucci, or Prada does not mean they don't have swag. I'm like, because I'm not this ain't no name brand. I think I got this from like what, Rainbow? What's wrong with a good old nasty deal? I don't care how much money I'm making. I'm not about to become no person who wear a label on the back all the time, and nothing against them. That's y'all money. Spend it how you want to. You earned it. Maybe. I don't know. You could have been given the money. I don't know. But if that's what you choose to, like, you wear what you wear and I'm gonna wear what I wear. I don't have nothing to do with you and what you got on, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? If I want to wear a dingy t-shirt or a graphic tee, some skinny jeans, and some tennis shoes, some real trendy, real cute, real simple, real sexy, I should be able to do so without being judged. Like, why do y'all care what I got on my body? And it better not have been none of the straight ones, which, that list is very slim. I think it's only 2, like it was last season, which is Prince and Mo City. Now, Mo City, I don't know, because of the rumors. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know. I thought that whole moment was, it was just shady. To me, I'm like, you bought me an outfit not because it was out of the kindness of your heart, but because you don't think I have style. You feel like you do, so you wanted to shop for me. I can't rock with you after that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take the outfit. Give me the receipt because I'm gonna get the money back. And yeah. What? Why are you worried about it? Why are any of y'all worried about it? Mm. But they go to the club. But on the way, Lou says to Avra directly, he said, I don't want you to feel like you're not welcome, or like nobody wants you here, or that you have to isolate yourself. You know, I literally thought about you all day. Now, mind you, the only thing Big Lou has done so far that I didn't agree with was, one, he inserted himself in business. He didn't have, a lot of them are doing that though. He inserted himself in something that he had no, like, he just mind your business, And two, when he slapped Ara, I'm about to call him Ara. I didn't like that. I'm like, y'all just need to, they squared up every other fight. I'm like, just square up. Like, don't just smack him like a child. Like, he smacked him, honey. Like, I know he felt that the whole hand. It's no way he didn't feel it. But anyway, he was like, I thought about you all day, and, he was, I guess that was his way of waving the white flag. Like, hey, I ain't got no problem with you. We fought, it's over. They keep using this term brothers. Ain't nobody in there kin. Okay? Ain't nobody in there look like, that's where he would have lost me. I'm not saying him like him as in any one of them. Like, I'm not your brother. We're co-workers. Let's not even get wrapped up in the whole friend, brother, sister, fam, all that. No, we're co-workers. We're not gonna do that. Because the second something go left, I'm gonna look at you sideways because I thought you was my brother, or my sister, or my fam, or my friend. No, ma'am. So we might as well not even go there. Like, let's just not. I don't know you like that to call you my brother. Just because we're in this house together does not make us anything other than co-workers, cast members of a streaming network, So yeah, they threw that word around a lot. Like, oh, when we go out, we can fight in the house, but when we go out, basically we defend each other. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you, they wouldn't like me. You think me and you gonna fight in the house? We don't like each other. It's laid out as plainly as these strawberries on this here countertop. Okay. You think we gonna go out after all of that happened at the house, and you said XYZ and did XYZ, and we done fought and we done this and we done that and blah, 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 blah. And we go out to the club and you getting jumped. You think I'm gonna help you? Oh, you've lost your mind. Mm-hmm. No. I'm not going to help you. No. That's not me being mean. It's me being true to myself, and I don't rock with you. So I'm not going to rock with you. If I don't rock with you at the house, I'm not going to rock with you at the club. It's called having a genuine personality, and that's phony to me. I'm fighting for you. But at the house, you were just saying how you wanted to kick me out the house. I'm not talking about Lou. I'm talking about in general, because that was the general thing they were saying. Like, when we go out, we have to the back, kind of like how bad girls used to do. Like, oh, we could fight at the house, but at the club, I got your back. Why don't we just be cool? We could just be friends then. Like, what is the whole point of like switching on and off? I am not bipolar. I'm not going to play this game with y'all. We are too grown. Either we cool or we not. If we cool. That don't mean I got your back still because I ain't your friend. But If we not cool, I'm certainly you don't even gotta question whether I have your back if we not cool. Know that I don't, because I don't like you. It's completely absurd that to require that or to assume or to ask that of someone who does not like you is absurd. Get a grip. And be the type of person that don't ask for backup, because I know I'm not. So, so that moment happens. Was it Prince who? It was one of them who asked. No, I think it might have been Jonathan. He asked. He was like, "Well, can y'all dap it up? Whatever, just drop it." They got up and they actually gave each other a hug. I thought it was weird, man. I'm sorry. I do. How my mind works. These men, they didn't fight once, twice, 3 times. They fought 5 times. 5. And how my mind is set up, how I am set up, what I believe is that if we go toe to toe and we're trying to hurt one another physically, I can drop it, but we'll never be friends. We'll never be cool. We're never going to skip down the yellow brick road together. Okay? We're never going to hug it out. We're never going to handshake. I can give you a nod at the most. I'm sorry. When physically assaulting someone is a violation to me. Okay? So there's not going to be we fight today and make up tomorrow. We can drop it. I'm all down for that because I don't want to walk around and not be able to be in your space or want you in mine. I don't want to walk around angry when you're in the room, or I don't want my energy to change when you come into the room. I don't want that tension when I'm around you, so we can squash it. Excuse me, but we will never be friends. Never. We could have been best friends before the altercation, and once the altercation happens, that's it. I'm never going to give you the opportunity to get that close to me ever again. You have now violated my space and put my safety at risk. Did you know you can be fighting somebody, I'm gonna have to cut that part out. Basically, what I just said was you can hit somebody accidentally somewhere they're not supposed to be hit, and you can really, you know what I'm saying? That's serious to me. Now, you might be from the hood or wherever you're from. You ain't gotta be from the hood. And you might think something differently. That's your prerogative. I'm telling you where I'm coming from. I don't play that. Once it gets to that level, that's it. That relationship is severed. Now, if it was a situation where we got into a heated argument and almost got physical, but it didn't, we can still come back from that because it didn't get physical. If it gets physical, I'm done. Like I said, we could squash it. I'm able to be cordial, not carry on no real conversation like that with you, but it'll never be how it was. If it was something to begin with, But yeah, so they're getting back from the club and Orlando just blurts out to Big Lou. No, excuse me. He blurts out to Chef D, who I'm really not a fan of. Because him and Chef D are cool, he says, Raz B told me that you going at... No, he cool with Prince. That's what he cool with. I think. And he was like, oh, Chef D supposed to fight you, and Raz B told me that, whatever, like that. Raz B is like, I told you that in confidence, whatever, like that. And I'm like, now I can't rock with you, Orlando. I thought you was cool at first. I thought you was going to be the guy who stayed out of drama. You've now created something for yourself. That wasn't a good look at all. The way you went about it is messy. And it was real antagonistic. It was almost like you didn't like Raz B, like y'all weren't friends or cool or anything for that matter. It just came across like you were trying to start some stuff. And I'm like, what? The information was so random. I'm like, I don't even recall Chef D and Prince ever having any kind of interaction. Even with other people talking about each other. Like, I haven't seen that. So it was so random and out of left field. I was like, where is this coming from? But apparently it came from Raz B. And Raz B was saying, it was told to me. And I think he said he's told Orlando just so he would watch his own back and, stay away from, stay out the way, But Chef D started to get mad at Raz B and started yelling at Raz B, talking about, they went to go get ones when they went to the strip club or something like that. And, he then Chef D calls out Carry-On, and he's like, you didn't get no ones. And Carry-On said, yes, I did. That was random. I was like, oh, all right. I don't even know about Carry-On there. But anyway, so then, Chef D goes back to Raz B, and he was like, at the end of the night, we split the bill, and you didn't pay. And I'm like, oh, why is this a thing? I'm like, your name is Chef D, so, when you hear a person is a chef, you think that they have money, right? Like a little bit more than the average 9-to-5er. Okay? So, I'm like, this seems so petty, but all right. So now Chef D, the tallest guy in the house, is towering over Raz B, who's probably one of the shortest. Now, Raz B is sitting down still. Why? I don't know. I don't know why I didn't click in his sober or drunk mind. I don't know about him, but my senses are always on. Now, when I try to get up immediately, I might stumble a little bit if I've been drinking, but I'm finna get up. You're not finna tower over me. And I know what type of environment this is too. And he was talking crazy. No, ma'am. Get up out your seat. That don't mean you're trying to fight. That means you're standing up over me, and now I'm on the defense. This is defense mode, period. He's continued to sit down, and Chef D was saying like his 1-2, and child, before you knew it, he just attacked Raz B. He flew clear across the limo and just attacked Raz B, and before it wasn't nothing but a couple seconds, but I'm pretty sure, Raz B said he got hit, so I guess that's all it took, child. Raz B guard was all the way down, and I'm like, you cannot go in this type of house and this type of environment with your guard down. Your guard needs to be up 24/7. None of these men are your friends. I don't care what they say. If they throw around the word brother how they do, as often as they do and as loosely as they do, what makes you think they know what a friend is? Ain't none of them got your back. Not even a person you knew prior to coming in the house. Orlando Brown didn't even have your back. You need to have your own back. Okay? And me personally, I'm not getting drunk around these men. I'm not getting drunk around nobody I don't trust. Whoa. Yeah. Like outright don't trust. Like if I go into it, be like, I don't trust this, and I don't trust y'all. Nope. Then no. I need to keep my head on the swivel, and I need to be sober. Period. I don't know. That was crazy. But next week, Chef D is supposed to try to fight Carry-On. I think he was seen He ran up on Carrion and squared up, but Carrion had ran. I think Carrion was like taking him as a joke and trying to turn it into like a funny moment or something. I wonder what's gonna happen with that. I don't think they're gonna end up fighting. What else supposed to happen? I don't know. It must not have been memorable. But y'all, I'm finna heat up my good old pasta and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to give y'all a little content because I know I've been in my. Well, actually, I was not MIA. I actually did a reaction video to the movie Ma, with starring Octavia Spencer as the main character, the lead. And YouTube gave me a copyright claim, so I had to snatch that thing down. Like, I really wanted to get into reacting to movies, like either rewatching the movie and reacting to it, giving commentary, and or reacting to movies for the first time. But I only uploaded 7 minutes. Well, I only did 7 minutes and uploaded 7 minutes just to see how YouTube will react to it. And sure enough, they copyrighted. They did a copyright claim. And I know it's a way you can like fight it or something like that, but I'm like, I'm not interested in that. Like, I ain't finna do XYZ. It just wasn't that important to me. But like I said earlier, you have people who put the whole Baddies, child, I have to knock this over. The whole Baddies West video, like it's literally right here the whole time, just playing and playing and playing, and the person is reacting to it. So I get a copyright claim? Girl, bye. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so you know every time I post a video. If y'all want to follow me on Instagram, all y'all got to do is type in DEARJVON. Okay? Y'all stay safe and stay sane.